So here we go, the 5-time Challenge Cup winners, the Bradford Bulls, against 7-time winners Widnes Vikings. There's been a wonderful build-up to this game this week. There's no second chances. Do or die Rugby League. Let the Challenge Cup party at Odsal Stadium begin. And immediately we've got Aribi Doro crashing into three Widnes Vikings defenders 20 metres out from his own try line as Bradford play the ball just to the right-hand side of the post. They're going to come back down the middle here with Michael Lawrence. Lawrence is brought down 15 shy of halfway here at Odsal Stadium. The weather cool and crisp, dry. It's a sunny morning, sunny afternoon here as Hallis plays the ball just shy of halfway. Suter once again to Doro. Doro's making a lot of metres forward. He's offloaded the ball behind him, and here goes Mitch Suter now, and Suter carries Bradford 25 metres out. Bradford are on the attack, 25 out on that last tackle here. Goes to Lilly. Lilly kicks towards Gillen to Fua. Widnes steal with a high-hanging kick. And Widnes first possession. We'll see them play the ball 10 metres out from their own try line as referee Ben Failer just has a little bit of a word there about the Bradford defence. He wants it back a very clean, clear 10. And Bradford doing good here early doors on this second tackle as the Vikings are still 20 metres out from their own try line. But there will be an early penalty here because Chester Butler has been penalised for going high there. And that is the first penalty of the afternoon. Well, when we spoke to Eamon O'Carroll during the week, he admits that he's demanding a lot from his players defensively when putting pressure on the opposition. And that's been a real positive so far in 2024. And as we've highlighted, you know, the defence in those games against Dewsbury, North Wales and Keighley last week. But after bans to Mitch Suter and Aribi Doro, the Bulls boss admits that his side must do better and stay on the right side of the line moving forward, and it's clearly an area which the players can do better in, and they've immediately put themselves under pressure right at the start of this game by giving an early penalty to the Widnes Vikings. So here we go now. Widnes with Tom Gilmore. Gilmore lays it off to Wild. Wild's brought down 18 metres out, just to the left-hand side of the post. In there at dummy half is former St Helens and London hooker Mary Fozzard. Fozzard goes through the motions, gives it to Lyons. Joe Lyons wrapped up there by both Lilly and Davis. Good defence here from the Bradford Bulls. An early test of their defensive resolve as an early kick goes over the top straight into the arms of George Tafua, the jukebox. And the jukebox will deal with that kick chase pressure. And I'm not quite sure what Widnes were doing there because there was a kick against the runner play from Lloyd Roby. And it wasn't really scripted. It was very unorthodox. And I'm not quite sure Widnes's edge chasers defence over on that right-hand side of Fleming and Butt realised what was going on. Either way, it was an easy read for George Tafua. And we've had 2 minutes gone on the clock here with Suter out of dummy half to Hallis to Lilly. Lilly back down the middle here with John Davis, and the former Featherstone man's brought down 20 shy of halfway. West Yorkshire Radio Bulls TV here as Suter now. Once again, good line speed from him to Lawrence. Lawrence, career appearance 3.51 for him. He finally made 3.50 last week in that delightful win over Keighley. Bradford on the last tackle, up to halfway. Lilly sends one downtown, dealt with there by Butt. Butt turns defence into attack. He's wrapped up 20 out from his own try line. Widnes Vikings back in possession. Don't forget there's games taking place later on this afternoon. It's Batley against Rochdale, Keighley, Featherstone and all West Yorkshire tie affair at Cougar Park. York against Sheffield, Wakefield against Hunslet. And later on this evening, the fourth round will conclude with that big derby, that big Lancashire derby between Swinton and Oldham. Fifth round draw takes place at 5 o'clock today, so let's see if Widnes or Bradford are going to book their place in that fifth round draw. So Widnes, they're up to halfway here. Just inside the Bradford half of the field on tackle number 4. He'll get to his feet, will Nick Gregson. He'll play the ball. Fozzard out of dummy half, goes towards Callum Field. Career appearance 100 for him. And already, Aribi Doro now is going to be spoken to by referee Ben Thaler. Well, he's actually going to say it's Billy Jowitt. So referee Ben Thaler just telling Billy Jowitt he's got to watch his tackling technique. So already Bradford conceding 2 penalties to the Widnes Vikings. It is a cup game. There's no second chances. And Tom Gilmore, the former Batley half, has pointed towards the post. So not the start that Eamon O'Carroll would have wanted, because he highlighted the quick, fast start against Dewsbury. Bradford very slow out of the blocks against North Wales Crusaders. Last week against Keighley, Sam Hallis's try after 8 minutes. But Tom Gilmore about to give the Vikings an early 2-point lead here at Odsal Stadium in the sunshine, which he does. He was 2 from 2 last week in that win over North Wales Crusaders. He's 1 from 1 this afternoon. And Bradford's ill discipline costing them dear early doors here. Not that Eamon O'Carroll, Lee Greenwood and Brian Noble will be panicking, but early doors here. Bradford, the architects of those early 2 points to the Widnes Vikings, as Aidan McGowan about to get us back underway here at Odsal Stadium with a very, very tricky restart, which Widnes recover, and no sooner have they recovered the ball, John Davis absolutely clatters Matty Fleming over on that far stand side. So Gilmore 1 from 1, Bradford 0, Widnes 2 at Odsal in the sunshine, as the Vikings, the men from Cheshire, as we said, 7-time Challenge Cup winners, they're brought down 15 shy of halfway. Fozzard's in there at dummy half. Here goes Field, the former Featherstone Rovers man. He's brought down by his former teammate, John Davis. And Hallas, as Featherstone, they go with a very tricky gap tie this afternoon against Keighley. That one's at 3 o'clock. Widnes 10 shy of halfway with Dan Murray on the last tackle. Boot to ball from Gilmore, turns around Myers. Myers 5 in from touch, inside his own 20. He's wrapped up there by Edge and Ince, and that was a good kick chase there from the Vikings. Myers gets to his feet, he'll play the ball. Jowitt's in there at dummy half to Arundel. Arundel's brought down, tackle 2 on this fresh set of 6 here for the Bulls, as Tafua now goes down the right-hand edge, and good leg drive there from Tafua, carries Bradford up to halfway. Suter back down the middle here with Lawrence. Lawrence to Dorrow. Dorrow is like the lion that's been kept in the cage and it's just been released and it just wants to roam around, and the Vikings having a bit of a tough afternoon dealing with Aribi Dorrow. Lilly lays it off to Lawrence. Lawrence is brought down 35 metres out, centre field. Bradford on the last inside the Widnes half of the field as Lilly boots a ball. Good kick chase here from Gill and McGowan. And McGowan, Davis and Gill, the three Bradford defenders there, wrapping up Michael Butt over on the far stand side. And now Widnes on tackle 2, 10 metres out from their own try line. They're finding life a little bit tougher here. We've had 7 minutes gone on the clock at Odsal Stadium. A lot of people asked me for my prediction during the week. And just like I said last week, you know, there'll be 10 points or less in the game against Keighley. I've actually got this one a lot tighter. I think this will be 22-18, 20 points to 16, 4 points either way. That's how close it'll be this afternoon. Widnes on the last tackle, on halfway with Gilmore. Gilmore punts one up towards the clouds. That one comes down for McGowan. 5 out from the Bradford line. McGowan goes past Murray. McGowan's caught high there by Nick Gregson. And we've had 3 penalties. 1 to the Bulls, 2 to the Vikings. And they're all for high tackles early doors in this game. So, a chance for Bradford to advance deep inside the Widnes half, you feel here, because Lilly's just cleared shy of Bradford's 40-metre line, so you should expect Bradford to be around 20 metres out from the Widnes line on the last here, if everything goes to plan. Not seen an error in open play just yet. 8 gone. West Yorkshire Radio Bulls TV with Mick the Game Caller Gleddle. Don't forget next week, Bradford Swinton, 3 o'clock Odsal, on air at half 2. Here goes Suter to Hallas, tackle 2, 10 inside the Widnes half of the field. Suter once again goes down the middle, this time misses out Lawrence, finds Lilly. Lilly to Dorrow. Dorrow, tackle 3, 25 out. I think Bradford might be 10 metres out on the last tackle. The forwards working hard here as Jowitt now to Davis. Davis is 12 metres out here on tackle number 4. 1 remaining for the Bradford Bulls. They trail Widnes by 2 points to 0 after that early Tom Gilmore penalty as Dorrow now heads towards the post down the middle. 3 Widnes defenders wrap him up. Last tackle, the 5 metres out. This is a very good set of 6 from the Bulls. Can they turn pressure into points? Lilly, crossfield kick. Looks for Tafua in at the corner. Tafua palms the ball into touch. Good defence there from the Vikings. Jowitt, but Fleming dealing with it over on that far stand side. They will take up, regain possession. 10 out from the on try line. It still remains Bradford 0, Widnes 2 here after that early Tom Gilmore penalty from the former Batley Bulldogs man. Well, as we said yesterday, there were wins for York Acorn over Waff Brow by 32 points to 28. So there will be an amateur side in that 5th round draw, and it was Halifax 50, Hammersmith Hoists, the community club from London, 4. As we said earlier, Halifax losing Ben Crooks and Will Calcott to nasty-looking injuries. As we see Aidan McGowan at the fullback for the Bulls, not happy with the defensive shape and structure as Widnes now advance over halfway. And it's Widnes Vikings who will have the last tackle. 10 inside the Bradford half of the field, short side to Gilmore. Gilmore knows McGowan has the sun in his eye line, and he's done well there, Aidan McGowan, under that defensive pressure there from both Rodri Lloyd and Sam Wilde. And now they come down the middle here with Jaden Myers. Myers on tackle 2. 25 shy of halfway to Fua now, to Lilly, to Davis. Davis nearly breaks the Widnes Vikings defensive line. He's 5 shy of halfway here. Back to come down the right edge with Tafua. Bradford making a lot of metres forward. Nothing fancy from the pivots yet. Lilly kicks early in the count. McGowan's chasing on the inside, and that's great play there from Lloyd Roby, who has to shuttle across and take the tackle from Aidan McGowan. 5 metres out from his own try line, and it remains Bradford 0, Widnes 2 here at Odsal Stadium. Referee Ben Thaler just stopping the clock because there was an entanglement of bodies and legs and you name it in and around the ruck. And Widnes on tackle 2, 10 out from their own try line. Centre field position. In there at dummy half is Fozzard. Fozzard now back to Field. Field's brought down 15 metres out. Jowitt in defence with Butler. 3rd tackle gone for the Vikings as they go over on this right-hand side with Gregson. He's brought down on tackle 4. Referee Ben Thaler having to shield his eyes from the sun here. So at the minute, Widnes have that slight advantage. The 10 shy of halfway, 5th and last tackle. Fozzard kicks straight out of dummy half. That one's going to go straight out on the full. That will be a 20-metre restart here for the Bradford Bulls. They will have a 6 tackle set. And I can see kind of why Fozzard's done that, because Widnes were in a bit of a hole. They were deep inside their own half of the field. And I think they're happy to let Bradford have that extra extra tackle. Although Tafua's carried Bradford 10 shy of halfway, so maybe it might have been a little bit of a miscalculation. We'll see if Bradford can punish the Vikings because they're 5 shy of halfway. Tackle 1 now with Lawrence. Lawrence to Jowitt. Jowitt now to Butler. Butler comes back on the inside track and takes 4 Widnes defenders out of that line. Quick play the ball from Butler. Line speed important here from the Bulls. Suter to Hallis, to Lilly, to McGowan. McGowan goes skipping over on that left-hand edge. He's brought down by Joe Lyons. Lyons scored a try against North Wales last week in that 30 points to 14 win for the Chemics over the Crusaders. And Bradford now on tackle 4. The 15 out from the Widnes try line. They've been here before. Can they breach the Widnes line? We've had 12 minutes gone on the clock. Hallis, Jowitt. Jowitt's wrapped up by Joe Edge. And he's pushed back past the 10. And Bradford on the last tackle now. 10 metres out from the Widnes line in front of the post. Lully, crossfield kick. Looking for Gill and Tafua. Gill palms the ball back towards Doro. Doro back to Lilly. Harlem Globetrotter stuff here from the Bulls as Suter kicks through. Ball's been lost, picked up by Lilly. 6 against the call. And Bradford have the Vikings stretched over on that left-hand side with there's no one at home. Gill's in. He walks in through the front door. And Kieran Gill, he has try number 3 of the season. And he loves scoring in the Challenge Cup. A try against North Wales in that 48-2 win here in round 3, and that has come off the back of some magical inventive play from Mitch Suter, Bradford's young 9 from the Canberra Raiders. It was the last tackle, there was very little on, but he went straight out of dummy half after Doro had passed the ball back on the inside. He kicked through. I think it was the Vikings fullback Lloyd Roby who spilled the ball, 5 out from the Widnes line, and then it was just a case of Lily regathering possession for the Bulls, and Widnes, because they had so many players compacted around the centre of the field, there was nobody at home out wide, and Kieran Gill opens the scoring, and Bradford, in the 13th minute here at Odsall, they take the lead for the first time this afternoon, and that was a very, very good set of 6 from the Bulls. Penny for Alan Coleman's fault because Matty Fozzard has drilled that ball straight out on the full, giving Bradford that 6-tackle set, and they've scored off the back of it. Lily from the far stand side between the posts. Lily, 15 from 21. It's now 16 from 22, kicking at 62% for the season. 1 from 1 this afternoon. Bradford 6, Widnes 2. 14 minutes gone on the clock here at Odsall, West Yorkshire Radio, Bulls TV. That will please Eben O'Carroll. Bradford's rip-ons. 6-2. Bradford lead. Penalty to Bradford because Widnes are offside inside the 10. They've crossed the halfway line before Gilmore's put boot to ball. Bradford's 3rd penalty of this first half. And immediately now the Vikings have put themselves under a lot of pressure because Lily will drill this ball deep into Widnes territory. So Gill, try number 4 of the season for him. And here come the Bradford Bulls, and they're about to go back to back. Arundel tackle 1, Suter to Hallis. Hallis scored his first try in that win over Keighley last weekend. 5 metres out underneath the post. Suter now to Lawrence. Michael Lawrence doesn't score many. Door slam shut there by Field and Fozzard. They're still 2 metres out from the line as Lily takes it to Davis. Davis has been taken out off the ball here, and referee Ben Failer has a big decision to make. And I think Widnes are going to be down to 12 here. Matt Fleming. I think it's Matt Fleming. Fleming will surely leave the field here, and he is going to leave the field. Matt Fleming sent for 10 minutes to the sin bin. Widnes can have no complaints over that one. It's a try-scoring situation. The Bulls supporters booing and jeering. They're wanting a penalty try from referee Ben Failer. Penalty count all of a sudden. It's 4 quick penalties to the Bulls. They lead the count 4-2. And Widnes can have no complaints there. Matt Fleming sent to the sin bin for a professional foul on John Davis. And now Bradford are right on top of the Widnes line. Back-to-back possessions here. Davis out of dummy half now to Lily, to Doro. Doro dumped on his back unceremoniously there. Aribi Doro just has a little look to the eye, and he's marked the cards of the Widnes defender as Lily takes on Dan Murray here, and Bradford still 2 metres or so from the line. Suter to Lawrence to McGowan. McGowan, great defence there from the Vikings. McGowan's lost a little bit of ground there for the Bulls. 6-2 the Bulls lead here. Suter to Hallis. Widnes down to 12 men, remember. Can Bradford make that numerical advantage count? They're on the last tackle now, 5 out. Suter into the in-goal area. Ball is going to be grounded by the Widnes Vikings. Safety first from Joe Lyons. He just dives on the ball, and that's good play there. Quick thinking from Mitch Suter as they force their first goal line dropout of the game, and this now will be a 3rd consecutive set of 6, a 3rd consecutive possession for the Bradford Bulls. And we just saw Mitch Suter there. He realised the A and B markers were just ever so slightly towards the right, so he kicked towards the left on the diagonal, and that of course caused Joe Lyons. He had to backtrack, and the only thing Joe Lyons could do was stop a Bradford try by grounding the ball in the in-goal area. Safety first from the Widnes Vikings, standoff half. Doro immediately on the rampage. Tackle 1, 30 out from the Widnes line. Bradford enjoying a good period in possession here. They'll be looking to get points on the board, you feel. 3rd consecutive set of 6 from them. Referee's going to penalise the Bulls for an incorrect play of the ball, and that's a bit of a coach killer there. That's the 1st one in the last 5 games. Referee Ben Failer penalising Michael Lawrence. No, it wasn't Michael Lawrence. Well, they're not happy. And all the pressure now off after that sin bin to Matt Fleming. So the Vikings down to 12, and Bradford having to do a bit of defending here. Widnes up to 12. Sorry, Widnes down to 12, up to halfway. In there at dummy half is Fozzard. Fozzard to Gilmore. Gilmore to Murray. The former Bradford, Salford, Hull KR, Halifax man. Brought down 5 inside the Bradford half of the field. Here goes Sam Wilde. Wilde's brought down, 25 out. Bradford having to do a bit of defending here. Last tackle here for the Vikings. 6 points to 2 in favour of the Bulls as the ball is kicked into touch from Gilmore on the last. And that will be head and feed, a play the ball to the Bradford Bulls as they change and turn over in possession. Just shy of 20 minutes gone here at Odsal Stadium. Bradford 6. That try to Kieran Gill. His second in the Challenge Cup this season. His 4th of the season. Widnes 2 after that Tom Gilmore penalty. Lilly out of dummy half now to Doro. Doro 8 shy of halfway. 5 in from the main stand side here at Odsal. Souters in there at dummy half. And Doro's gone down. Oh, Aribi Doro. It looks to be a reoccurrence of the groin injury. He just looks to be in a lot of pain there, Aribi Doro. So the clock will be stopped here. And that will mean Kevin Apo and Dan Okoro will be told to get ready and get prepared. The touch judges come on, just have a word in the ear of Ben Failer. Don't think we're going to see an incident on report here. Ben Failer just talking to some of the Widnes players. But Aribi Doro, he's down. Well, we saw a nasty injury last night in the game at the Shea where Will Calcott was down with what we do believe is a dislocated knee. So he's going to be out for 6 to 8 weeks. The game was stopped for around 10 minutes at the Shea last night. And there's a deadly hush here at Odsal as Aribi Doro receives the physio treatment. But he's got to his feet as Aribi Doro. As we say, I think it's more the groin rather than the leg or the knee or the ankle. And someone actually did say he's got the 2-match ban that will see him miss Swinton. And if Bradford win here, the next round of the Challenge Cup. And I know you want your best players out there on the field, but, you know, if he is suffering with a bit of an injury, then he'll save the, perhaps the 2-match suspension. Could be a little bit of a blessing in disguise, I know. Well, Ben Failer will put this incident on report, I think. They want to have a look at the tackle. So they're not quite sure what's happened. But he will say it's on report. So the RFL match review panel will look at that incident. As Aribi Doro probably plays no more parts in this first half. Because we've had 20 minutes gone exactly on the clock. It's Bradford Bulls 6, Widnes Vikings 2. Bradford naming the same 17 that beat Keighley 26-18 last week. Widnes making 2 changes with Callum Field for Max Wood and Dan Murray for Will Telecki. So minimal changes from the Bradford Bulls. We've not been able to say that for many a year. So Dan Okoro's has come on the field here for Aribi Doro, Bradford's first interchange of the afternoon. Time back on here, 20 to go to half-time. Bradford 6, Widnes 2. Hallis on the run up to halfway, brought down there by Field and Murray. Souters in there at dummy half to Lawrence. Lawrence brought down there by Lloyd and Wild. The 5 inside the Widnes half of the field as Jowitt looks lively to Arundel. Arundel 20 out from the Widnes line. Bradford on that last tackle now. Lily's calling for the ball. Referee Ben Thaler, he says to Joe Arundel, go back. He just wriggled off the mark. It goes to Jowitt himself. Jowitt now to Lilly. And that's good line ball there from Lilly to Davis. Davis, though, probably didn't realise it was the last tackle. Gill and Tafua were calling for it out wide. Widnes, of course, have their centre. Matt Fleming over on that side in the sin bin. So Bradford were trying to shift and shape. And I think Alan Coleman and the Vikings will be relatively pleased here at Odsal Stadium that so far, being down to 12 men, they have kept their line intact and the scoreboard remains 6-2 to the Bradford Bulls. And Widnes now coming from deep here. But Bradford losing Aribidoro after 20 minutes to what looks like a reoccurrence of the groin injury does look a little bit concerning if Bradford then have to operate a three-man interchange bench. 6-2 they lead. Gilmore up to halfway. Ball goes back towards Butt. He's brought down 5 metres in from this main stand side. The Vikings on the last tackle. They'll get to the feet, they'll play the ball. In there at dummy half is Edge. Edge to Gilmore. High kick to McGowan. McGowan takes that one. He's wrapped up superbly though by Ryan Ince. And it'll be Jaden Myers out of dummy half on tackle 2. So Bradford, 5 out from their own line here, and this is where you do need the forwards to try and carry and dig you out of the hole as Tafua's brought down on tackle 3. Still 15 out from their own line here. Lilly realises that, kicks early in the count. He'll turn around the winger, Michael Butt, and he's done well there. And he's finally brought down there by Lawrence and Okoro. Very nearly a 20-20 from Jordan Lilly. Bit of a leisurely stroll there from Michael Butt, to be fair. But Widnes back in possession here at Odsal Stadium. So, Bradford 6, Widnes 2. Edge once again carrying the ball. Joe Edge, try last week in that win over North Wales in Colwyn Bay. He's 5 shy of halfway. Out of dummy half here from Rodri Lloyd. Lloyd's brought down on tackle 4. 1 remaining here for the Chemics, the Vikings. Out of dummy half from Fozzard to Field. 100th career appearance for him, and they're on the 5th and last now, the Widnes Vikings. Fozzard's in there at dummy half, goes towards Gilmore. Gilmore puts one up, good hang time. Tester for young Aidan McGowan. Well, McGowan's been taken out in the air there. The officials have missed that one for mine. There was contact with McGowan with both feet off the floor. You can only think it's an oversight from Ben Thaler there, but he has missed that one. Out of dummy half from Jowitt. Now it's going to go towards Tafua. Tafua, tackle 3. 25 shy of halfway. Game settling into a little bit of rhythm here at last as it goes short from Jowitt to Gill. Gill, tackle 4. 10 shy of halfway here. Very difficult to say who's got the man advantage at the moment as Lilly now fires the ball over on the left-hand side to McGowan. McGowan's brought down 5 inside the Widnes half. They're on the 5th and last tackle. Back to halfway to Lilly. Lilly sends one up here towards Lloyd Roby. Roby takes that one. 5 out from his own try line. Gives it to Mike Butt. And Mike Butt's going to be brought down. 10 out from his own line. Tackle 1. And we just see Matt Fleming coming back onto your vision, onto your pictures here at Odsal. So Widnes have done exceptionally well. Alan Coleman will be pleased that 10-minute spell in the sin bin to Matt Fleming. And the scoreboards remain the same. And if anything, Widnes have probably had more attacks and forays against the Bulls than the Bulls against the Vikings. So 13 on 13 again here as Edge takes it towards Jowitt and Butler. Joe Edge gets a quick play the ball in. Fozzard now towards Gilmore. Gilmore to Murray. Murray clatters forward. Wrapped up there by Butler and Okoro. 5th and last tackle for Widnes. They're on halfway. Once again, Aidan McGowan. Everything down his throat here at Odsal in this first half as McGowan takes that from the clouds and he will turn defence into attack. McGowan gets a quick play the ball and we've not seen any set restarts yet for either side. So I'm guessing both sides' discipline in terms of that has been on point here. Myers rolled over, 5 shy of halfway. Jowitt now towards Tafua, to Lilly, to Davis. Davis goes sweeping on that left-hand side. There's another change for the Bradford Bulls as we see Kevin Apo come on the field here for Sam Hallers. Bull supporters appealing for a penalty. They're not sure that the Vikings are back the 10. They're back the 10 now on this occasion as Okoro plays the ball. Suter to Davis. Davis back to Okoro. Okoro third carry in this set. He's brought down. 25 out. Last tackle for Bradford. They go short side with Lilly. Lilly kicks towards Mike Butt. Butt deals with that one. And they're going to turn defence into attack now, the Vikings, with Mike Butt. And he's brought down tackle one. He's 15 out from his own try line. And that's a good physical hit there. Suter around the legs. Okoro goes for the torso. They'll certainly feel that one, will the Vikings, as they move it over towards this main stand side. But that's exceptional defence from Myers and Joe Arundel, who shifted across, wrapping up Joe Edge. Gilmore's out of dummy half here now, looking for those willing forwards. They're on tackle number 4 here, and they're still deep inside their own half. Fozzard now towards Murray. Murray's just told to put the ball up your sleeve, and still the Vikings are going to kick deep from inside their own half. They're on the last tackle. It's going to be Gilmore once again. McGowan takes that one superbly on the full, floats it out wide, and Tafua, the beast, the jukebox, he'll take tackle one on a fresh set of 6 here for the Bradford Bulls. So, 10 minutes to go to half-time here at Odsal Stadium. 10 minutes. Points at a premium, it must be said. Bradford 6, Widnes 2. A real good, tough, physical cup tie here at Odsal. Widnes, they've lost the last 3 meetings with Bradford in the Challenge Cup at Odsal. Widnes' last win here was in 1957 in a second round tie when they won 10 points to 8. Here goes Billy Jowitt now. Jowitt taking that line on, and he's 30 out from the Widnes try line. And it's a 6 again on the last tackle. It's the first 6 a game of the game. Alan Coleman, the Vikings coach. There's a few expletives coming from him here on the terracing below our commentary position. But here goes Suter to Lilly, to Lawrence. Lawrence 12 out. And that's a real coach killer, that. 6 again on the last tackle. Bradford looking to turn possession and territory into points on the board as Dan Okoro goes towards the Widnes line. 6-2 the Bulls lead here. 8 minutes to go to half-time as Suter to Apo, and Apo takes 5 defenders with him. That leaves Widnes stretched on the left-hand side. Bradford have spotted the gap. Lilly towards Davis. Davis's run is halted. They went straight for the legs. Last tackle here for the Bulls. Suter to Lilly. Crossfield kick, looking for Arundel and Myers. Ball is live. Widnes have it. Ball went back. Widnes back in possession, 5 metres out from their own try line. How's the nerves? Because this one really coming alive here. So 8 minutes to go to half time. Bradford still leading by 6 points to 2 here at Odsal Stadium in the sunshine. Penalty to Widnes. Bradford guilty of not clearing the ruck. 4-3 the penalty count now. And we've just spoken about a coach killer with a set restart given to the Bulls. Eamon O'Carroll now knows his Bradford Bulls side have to put a huge defensive shift in, because Gilmore will fire the Vikings up to halfway. So 7 to go to half time here at Odsal. The Widnes Vikings will play the ball on halfway on tackle 1. Dan Murray, tackle 2, down the middle, brought down there by Lawrence and Butler and Suter. 5 inside the Bradford half. Fozzard's in at dummy half to Gilmore. Gilmore now towards Wild. Wild wrapped up there by Okoro and Suter. Suter's going through a mountain of work in defence. Fozzard now back down the middle. It's going to go with Liam Bent. Liam Bent returns after passing his concussion protocol, so he gives Alan Coleman's Vikings a boost off the bench as Gilmore kicks into space here. Try for the Vikings, and it's a lovely interwork try between Gilmore and Lyons, and it's Joe Lyons. It was that lovely, lovely run on the inside, and that has come out of nothing. It was Bent playing the ball. It was Gilmore, a clever chip into space. Bradford a little bit at sea there. Suter and McGowan ever so slightly out of that sort of box position. Imagine drawing an imaginary square a couple of metres wide. There was space underneath the Bradford post, and that was pinpoint accuracy from Tom Gilmore. And Joe Lyons, a try scorer last week, he has got a try here for the Widnes Vikings. We're in the 34th minute here at Odsall. Points at an absolute premium. 6 points apiece. Gilmore about to convert from in front of the post here. And that will please Vikings coach Alan Coleman. And that has come off the back of that penalty. We said it was a costly penalty. Widnes gave Bradford the 6 again. Bradford couldn't penetrate the Vikings' defensive line. Bradford give Widnes the penalty. Widnes hurt Bradford just before half-time. Gilmore 2 from 2, just as he was last week. And it's Bradford Bulls 6, Widnes Vikings 8 here at Odsall Stadium. And we've got 5 minutes to go to half-time as Dan Smith comes on the field here for Michael Lawrence. Well, we knew it was going to be a tight game here at Odsall, certainly when Bradford are missing Lee Gaskell, Ben Blackmore, Eben Skur, Jordan Baldwinson. No Kieran Dixon for the Vikings. But a crucial try and a crucial time to score it. And psychologically, you're scoring off of Bradford's ill discipline, where Bradford have not been able really to capitalise on the Vikings' ill discipline. The set restart, the back-to-back penalties, the sin bin into Matt Fleming. Well, Eamon O'Carroll backed his side to make that call. Do or die, no second chance rugby league. Perhaps on another day you might have taken the 2 points to go 8-2 up, but Bradford still in this game. And that try, orchestrated by Tom Gilmore for Joe Lyons, that won't be the deciding factor. Still a long way to go in this game. Widnes on the restart. Just shy of halfway here as they look for Tom Gilmore again, and Gilmore drills the ball into space. This time turning around to Tafua. Tafua from his own 10-metre line up to the 20, up to the 30. Good kick chase there from the Vikings. Good return from Tafua. McGowan's in there at dummy half, and young Aidan McGowan makes a couple of metres forward. 15 shy of halfway. Lilly now towards Myers. Jaden Myers took a stray arm across the face. That one's been missed by the officials. Myers rolled over on his back there by Fozzard and Edge. Here's Daniel Smith down the middle, carting the ball up, and the former Castleford Featherstone man rolled over on tackle 4. 4 minutes to go to half-time here at Odsall. Suter now towards Jowitt. Jowitt, short ball along the line towards Butler. Butler, the former Huddersfield Halifax man, wrapped up on the 5th and last now. Bradford short side here with Jowitt. Jowitt pumps one up here looking for McGowan and Suter. McGowan's got the ball, but he can't get the ball down, can he? He's over the Widnes line. Referee says momentum is halted. And McGowan looking for try number 4 in 4. He's done exceptionally well. A very credible effort there. But credit must go to the Widnes Vikings scrambling defence. The minute McGowan come down with the ball from the Jowitt kick on the last, they literally swarmed upon him and took him into the in-goal area. And I hope Aidan McGowan, don't mind me saying this, he's not the biggest of players, and I'm sure he tried to turn his body into an anchor going off the ship to try and ground the ball, but in the end, 6 Widnes players taking him dead in goal. And now the Vikings, 6 tackles set as Fozzard goes down the middle. No support though. There was no one there. Bradford were cut adrift. And a crucial period in this game just before half-time as Ant Walker, the former Bradford man, comes on the field. Widnes just outside the Bradford 20. Gilmore spotted Summit. He kicks again, does Gilmore. McGowan does well. Oh, McGowan's caught high there. And that is a real coach killer. McGowan kicked once again into space, bounced the ball kind for McGowan, and McGowan just taking a stray arm, and that will be the 5th penalty awarded to the Bulls in this game. 8 in total, 5-3. Referee Ben Thaler just wants to have a word with the winger Ryan Ince, who went a little bit high there on Aidan McGowan. And here at Odsall Stadium, just over 3 minutes left at Odsall as we head towards half-time. Referee Ben Thaler just stopping the clock a couple of times in this first half. I'm not sure what a clop is, but we're meant to say clock. And here goes a Rundle. So, Bradford, this might be at the end of this first half their last real chance to get some points on the board, because they've got a full set now inside the Vikings half of the field. So Rundle tackle 1, Smith tackle 2, 40 out, centre field. Suter to Okoro. Tackle 3, he's wrapped up there by Bent and Walker. 25 out. Here goes Lilly to Butler. Butler, 12 out now. 4th tackle coming up for the Bulls. Suter to Lilly, to Okoro. 3 Widnes defenders wrap up the former Hulkington Rovers man. The 5 metres out on the last tackle. Minutes to go to half-time. Suter kicks in looking for Appo, but Fozzard puts his body on the line. The black scrum cap. Pivot for the Vikings. He had to put his body there because he was flattened by both Suter and Smith. And now Bradford will try and force and hunt for a Vikings error here. Very, very low error count. Just 2 errors apiece in this first half. So, by and large, a very, very good clean game in terms of discipline with ball in hand. It's West Yorkshire Radio, Bulls TV. Bradford leading Widnes leading Bradford by 8-6 here at Odsall. The Vikings on the last tackle here, playing the ball with Wild. Gilmore once again, boot to ball. Another aerial bombardment for young Aidan McGowan to take. He will take that, and McGowan, this goes, and it's another high tackle. And it's Joe Edge. And referee Ben Thaler will stop the clock here. And he's just going to have a word here with the Widnes Vikings captain, Rodri Lloyd. So 6-3 the penalty count in favour of the Bulls. 90 seconds left in this first half. So, yeah, referee Ben Thaler just having a word with the Widnes Vikings captain, because that's now 3rd or 4th time Widnes have gone high on the Bradford Bulls. And Lilly has fired the ball into touch. So, seconds left in this first half. Bradford have the scoreboard against them, but the clock in their favour as Appo takes the second carry. 18 out. Crucial period in this game, you feel here. Bradford, one last chance before the half-time hooter goes. Dan Smith, 5 metres out underneath the Vikings' post. Suter towards Appo. Appo offloads the ball to Lilly. Lilly's pass has been intercepted, and now Widnes have knocked the ball on, and Bradford need to form the scrum because Lilly's pass was touched by a Widnes player, and Bradford, they've used up one of the lifelines here. The crowd urging them to stop the clock because the clock is counting down here, and the war cry of "Come on, you Bulls" starts to reverberate around Odsall. Bradford 6, Widnes 8 at Odsall here. A real Challenge Cup tie for the ages. Out of the scrum, Lilly's thrown the ball straight into touch. Oh my word, what was going on there? It was a lovely structured move. You could see what the Bulls were trying to do. They were trying to miss out Gill, Lilly to Tafua, but Tafua, well, even if it was Stretch Armstrong, that ball was 5 or 6 yards forward, and all of a sudden an error apiece with the half-time hooter imminent sees Bradford still trailing the Widnes Vikings by 8 points to 6. Well, last season here at Odsall, no need to remember, it was 14 points to 12. Tom Holmes scored with just 30 seconds remaining. I think we're going the distance this afternoon. From what we've seen in the first half, there's very little to split Bradford and Widnes here at Odsall. And it will be the Vikings who will go into half-time leading by 8 points to 6 as Ant Walker offloads the ball now towards Murray. Lilly and Davis in defence. Clock says 40 minutes, so we're now into the first minute of time added on here as Widnes captain. Rodri Lloyd is wrapped up 5 shy of halfway. Fozzard in there at dummy half. As the hooter sounds, Widnes have lost the ball on halfway. The error coming in from Max Roberts, the former Swinton man. And that is half-time. That's all she wrote. A gripping, absorbing first half here at Odsal Stadium. It has been absolutely brutal. 3-12s it will be. And the return of the Super 8s as Aidan McGowan gets second half proceedings underway. So 40 minutes for Bradford. 40 minutes for Widnes. These two famous Cup giants. As Bradford concede an early penalty right at the start of the second half for a high tackle. Danakoro going high there. And that's not the start Eamon O'Carroll would have wanted. And you almost suspect if Widnes were to go 2 scores in front, that could be a crucial factor. Well, it will be a crucial factor because at the minute, neither side have managed to have any real momentum or ascendancy for a long enough period to exert any dominance on proceedings. Paul Holbrook, Nicky, Keith, Mick, Martin, Mary, Sarah joining us this afternoon on the West Yorkshire Radio Mixlr app. Don't forget, we're here next week for the game against Swinton. But Widnes now, they're looking for first points of the second half. Gilmore, ball's been dropped forward by Liam Bent. And Aidan McGowan does well there, putting that defensive pressure on. So Widnes up to error number 5. And that will be scrum, head and feed to the Bradford Bulls, 20 out from their own try line. So, just to recap what's happened ahead of the game. No Lee Gaskell, he's still out with illness. Ben Blackmore still out with ankle. Eben Skur still out with knee. Jordan Baldwinson obviously recovering from his leg operation. And obviously, the big news is with no Lee Gaskell and illness, he should be back, according to Eamon O'Carroll, for the game against Swinton next week. So Bradford will need every available body for that game, with Mitch Suter and Aribi Doro facing their suspensions for their part in that win against Keighley last week. Here come Bradford then, outside their own 20 now with Suter. He's in man of the match contention, is young Mitch Suter, for his involvement on proceedings as Jowitt goes short side to Butler. Butler's 5 out from halfway. Bradford down by 8 points to 6. Down but not out. Here goes Smith to Lilly. Lilly through a half gap there, but Rodri Lloyd does well. Realised that Lilly was about to shift on that play, and Lilly will get a quick play the ball in back to halfway. Jowitt gets a good clearing kick away, taken just shy of the line here, and here come the Vikings outside the 10. Apo does well alongside Chester Butler in stopping the quick play the ball from Ryan Ince, but referee Ben Failer says that's a penalty. Back-to-back penalties now conceded by the Bulls right at the start of this second half. 12 penalties Bradford conceded last week in that win against Keighley. They've already conceded 5 this afternoon. That's 56 for the season. Bradford's still averaging, if you just do the basic maths, over 8 penalties a game. Eamon O'Carroll would ideally like to get that to around 5 or 6. So, as we said, you know, Eamon O'Carroll, he is asking and demanding a lot from his players defensively when putting that pressure on the opposition. But obviously with that, it's clearly an area where Bradford need to improve. Here at Odsal Stadium, 4th round of the Challenge Cup. Widnes up to halfway with Fozzard. Fleming, who had 10 minutes in the bin in that first half, skips past 1, past 2, can't get past Apo and Suter. And all of a sudden, Widnes now 25 out from the Bradford try line. Was that a correct play? The ball, Liam Bent takes tackle free, 20 out, so Ben Thaler says yes. Kick through from Gilmore again. McGowan's lost the ball, and Widnes will capitalise. And it's Lloyd Roby, and Tom Gilmore is kicking the Bradford Bulls to smithereens here at Odsal Stadium, because Gilmore early in the tackle count once again. It's a lovely angled kick on the inside. McGowan went to ground. He promoted the ball forward. He lost it forward, and it's a little He has been absolutely superb for the Vikings this afternoon, and Widnes looking for their first win in the Challenge Cup at Odsal since 1957, since they might be on their way into that fifth round draw. And an immediate reaction from Eamon O'Carroll, because Sam Hallis and Michael Lawrence will both come on the field for the Bradford Bulls. So Bradford have not been in this position before this season. As we said, in terms of competitive rugby league, it's 3 from 3 after wins against Dewsbury, North Wales and Keighley. Now they will have to show that smartness, that toughness, that resolve, as Gilmore takes the Vikings out to a 2-score lead here at Odsal. It's Bradford 6, Widnes 14, a lead of 8 after the kicking of Tom Gilmore. So Gilmore 3 from 3, tries from Roby and Lyons. How important could Tom Gilmore be? West Yorkshire Radio, Bulls TV, back underway. Aidan McGowan sends this one downtown. A lot of people on the app are saying crikey and good grief. Well, we can only call it as we see it, and that was another self-inflicted discipline issue, because Bradford conceding back-to-back penalties, advancing Widnes in the position for Gilmore to put the kick. So on the restart, Widnes already 10 shy of halfway on tackle 3 with Ant Walker. Fozzard now goes over on that left-hand side to Max Roberts. Roberts is brought down on halfway. Bradford 6, Widnes 14 here at Odsal Stadium. The big crowd in the main stand shushed and silenced. Bent on the last now. Fozzard, Gilmore once again, high hanging kick, testing out Aidan McGowan. McGowan takes that one and is dumped on his back above the horizontal. So Bradford will get the penalty, and it's a very, very relieving penalty here for Eamon O'Carroll and the Bulls. McGowan's a little bit winded there on his back. Referee Ben Failer takes a report from the touch judge. Widnes could be going down to 12 here. Referee Ben Failer took the report from the touch judge. We'll see what the call is. It's Lloyd Roby. He's just being warned here. Aidan McGowan is still down. Ben Failer's going to give him the... Oh no, 10 minutes. Widnes down to 12 again. So Lloyd Roby leaves the field for a dangerous tackle, and Widnes down to 12 for the second time in this game. And Aidan McGowan still down here, receiving medical treatment, which we suspect is just passing the HIA concussion protocols. And the Bradford Bulls physio gives the thumbs up to the Bradford Bulls club doctor, Donald Young. So, is this the moment that changes the game significantly for the Bulls? Because for the second time in this game, the Vikings find themselves down to 12 men, and it's their fullback, Lloyd Roby, for that dangerous tackle there on Aidan McGowan. There's still 33 and a half minutes to go in this game. Bradford on tackle 1 here with Dan Smith, 10 inside D. Widnes half, McGowan towards Butler. Butler's brought down 25 out from the Widnes line. Tackle 2. Ball back out of dummy half from Suter to Jowitt to Lilly to McGowan to Gill. Gill through a gap. Gill's 5 metres out from the Widnes line. And that was lovely free throw in rugby league here from the Bulls. To Fua, to Lilly, to Lawrence. Lawrence just knuckles down and he's brought down 10 out underneath the post. Suter to Lilly. Lilly runs the ball in. Ball's being knocked forward. And an error there from Jordan Lilly as Widnes Vikings recover possession with Rodri Lloyd. And now Bradford have conceded another penalty because they're just a little bit too eager off the mark. And it's a penalty for offside being inside the 10. Well, it was actually John Davis, I beg your pardon, not Jordan Lilly, who knocked the ball forward there. It was Lilly's pass to Davis. And it was gratefully accepted by Rodri Lloyd. So, Widnes 14, Bradford 6 here at Odsal. We know what Widnes managed to defend that spell of pressure in the first half when they were down to 12. Ant Walker plays the ball. Jordan Johnston, the former Hull FC 9, is on the field for Manny Fozzard, and he's immediately giving the ball towards Liam Bent, who is running to Suter and Lawrence, Smith. Hallis also involved. Fourth tackle gone for the Vikings. 10 out from the Bradford try line. They're moving it over on the fast-hand side here with Gilmore. Gilmore drops the shoulder, takes the line on. Last tackle, Gilmore's playing the ball, so the kick is going to come in here from Joe Lyons. In fact, they're just going to try and run it in here, the Widnes Vikings. They're over the Bradford line, but they're held up. Good defence, 3 Bradford defenders stopping that attacking play. So we'll go back to the 10, a changeover in possession. We've got 32 minutes to go here at Odsal. It's Bradford 6, Widnes 14. Both Matt Fleming and Lloyd Roby having spells in the sin bin for the Vikings. Can Bradford get themselves out of a hole, because they're playing the ball 10 out from their own try line? And this is what we said at half-time. Sides historically coming away from the South Bank at Odsal because of how heavily saturated it is. You know, you really want to be starting a set of 6 outside your own 20-metre line, because Bradford have used 4 tackles up and they're still deep inside their own half of the field, although that's better from the Bulls as Smith lays it off towards Hallis. Hallis gets a quick play of the ball in. Here goes Suter straight up over dummy half from halfway. Mitch Suter has made 10, 15, 20 valuable metres there. Bradford 30 out from the Widnes line with Lilly to Davis to Gill to Tafua back towards Kieran Gill. Gill can't ground the ball. Kieran Gill has got incredibly close. It's off the head, says Ben Thaler. Had Kieran Gill managed to take the ball in, that would have been a try all day, all night long. And look at that, we're watching it back on the replay. Kieran Gill, off the forehead. Not allowed. Knock on. Widnes 14, Bradford 6 here at Odsal. Bradford now just defending on their own halfway line as Widnes are up to their own 40-metre line. It was 8-6, remember, at half-time. Here come Widnes now over on that left-hand side with Max Roberts. Worked with Alan Coleman at Swinton. They're on the 5th and last here. Gilmore targets McGowan again. McGowan from the 10 up to the 20. Aidan McGowan. What the Bulls would give for some McGowan magic here. Tackle 1 McGowan. Myers tackle 2. Widnes still down to 12 men. Lloyd Roby in the sin bin as Arundel carries Bradford up to halfway. Tackle number 3. He's rolled over just to the right-hand side of the Widnes post. 5 inside the Widnes half. Here goes Suter to Smith. Smith a bit of a standing start there for the former Castleford forward. 30 metres out now. Bradford inching closer. Suter to Lilly. To McGowan. McGowan's 20 out. Wrapped up. Last tackle coming up. Davison at dummy half towards Lilly. Lilly tries a Gilmore trick. Kicks into space. And that's good defensive play there from Michael Butt, who shifted across. And the former Swinton Lions man and Welsh international dealt with that Jordan Lilly kick there on the last tackle. Scoreboard says Bradford 6, Widnes 14. We've had 14 minutes gone in this second half. 26 left on the clock as we see Widnes with that numerical disadvantage really hold up really well against the Bradford Bulls here, who don't lose many at Odsal since they've been accustomed to playing on the tightness and narrowness of the margins. Last tackle coming up here for the Vikings. Good defensive set here from the Bulls as Gilmore kicks from deep inside his own half. He will split McGowan and Tafua. Tafua takes it 10 out. Here goes Tafua, calling the furnace up to the 20, 25. Tafua makes it up to the 30, and that's a good standing start here from Bradford, because on tackle 1, they're outside of that heavily saturated 20-metre line. Gill, tackle 2, 5 shy of halfway, rolled over on his back. Kieran Gill opening the scoring for the Bulls in the 13th minute. Here goes Smith. Offloads the ball back towards Jowitt. Jowitt's away, looking for support. There's no one there. Jowitt's wrapped up and swarmed upon there by Lloyd and Wild. And this is much, much better from the Bradford Bulls. Starting to see some second phase. Lilly to McGowan to Gill. Gill's frauded the ball into touch. And that was very, very no-look passing there from the Bulls. Widnes have done exceptionally well. And that is another error against the Bradford Bulls. They're now up to 7 errors in this game. And it's going a little bit from bad to worse for the Bradford Bulls. Do they have an answer to unlock this Widnes Vikings defence? 14 points to 6. The Vikings lead the Bulls here at Odsal Stadium. Referee Ben Failer will just stop the clock. So Widnes are taking a little bit of an edge here to get their restart underway. And somehow Ant Walker has offloaded the ball behind him to Matt Fleming. Don't forget, Bradford operating a limited interchange for the remainder of this game after Aribi Doro leaving the field after 20 minutes. And I said it at half-time, there's still a long way to go in this game. Don't want to sound defeatist, but you just could not see Bradford being able to overcome the heavily saturated 20-metre area and the loss of Aribi Doro. Kevin Appo about to come on, Bradford's 5th interchange, but Widnes making huge inroads deep inside the Bradford half. The 20 metres out here. Ball's being called for by Gilmore. Gilmore gets it. Gilmore doesn't kick, he passes it. Goes towards Joe Edge. Edge is trapped in possession. In fact, the referee says it's gone forward, and that will be a turnover in possession. And Joe Arundel has come up with the ball here for the Bradford Bulls. So Widnes have come up with error number 6 of their game. And Smithy the Bull says Lilla needs to put kicks on the floor to the in-goal area. West Yorkshire Radio Bulls TV, once again Bradford, they've turned Widnes over into the error. 7 errors to 6. But Bradford coming from deep inside their own half of the field. Here goes Kevin Appo trying to run and get some traction. Lilly once again out of dummy half now towards Lawrence. George Flanagan about to come on here for Suter. They're 5 inside the Widnes half of the field. Suter to Lilly. Lilly now to Gill. Much, much better once again from the Bulls as Kieran Gill breaks clear. 15 metres out, Kieran Gill, quick play the ball. Widnes defence all at sea. Lilly crossfield kick a la Aussie rules. Once again, Widnes do exceptionally well. Ryan Ince takes that one from the clouds under pressure from Arundel and Myers. And the scoreboard reads Bradford 6, Widnes 14. 24 minutes to go in this game. Widnes back up to 13 on 13. Lloyd Robick coming back on the field. So, once again, Widnes, despite having the man in the bin, they have managed to keep the Bulls at bay. 20 shy of halfway here, the Vikings on the last tackle. Once again, the ball goes back to Gilmore. Gilmore's kick is charged down by Suter. Suter's recovered possession for Bradford, and they're 30 out from the Widnes try line. Is this the moment that the Bulls stage a remarkable Challenge Cup comeback? Calmness is the order of the day from Jordan Lilly as Lawrence carts it in on tackle 2. 20 out. Appo 10 metres out. Tackle 3. Bradford knocking at the Widnes door. They've not scored since the 13th minute. Here goes Jowitt dancing. Kicks through Billy Jowitt. Jowitt picks up. Jowitt touches down. Look what it means to Billy Jowitt. Bradford's second half comeback. It starts here at Odsal. Something out of nothing from Billy Jowitt. He played what he saw in front of him, which was a lot of empty space. Lloyd Roby's just come back on out of the sin bin. Perhaps he's not got back into the rhythm of this do-or-die Challenge Cup tie. And Billy Jowitt gets try number 1 of the season. And what a try for Billy Jowitt. Try underneath the post. Game back on here at Odsall. And it's 10 points to 14. Lily wants to get the kick straight off the tee, straight underway. And we're going to have a 2-point ball game here at Odsall with just over 20 minutes to go. As referee Ben Failer just has a word with both Jordan Lilly and Rodri Lloyd about something that's happened there. Another incident's placed on report. Not quite sure what that was for. But Billy Jowitt, well, when you watch that back on the replay, a lot of people, you could almost sense there was a few groans, audible groans from the main stand. What's Billy doing? But Billy, he played what he saw. A la Mikey Lewis at Hull KR. Lily from in front. 2 from 2 for Jordan Lilly. Game back on here at Odsall. 5-time Challenge Cup winners Bradford 12. 7-time Challenge Cup winners Widnes 14. Strap yourselves in, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. We're going the distance on West Yorkshire Radio Bulls TV this afternoon. Gill and Jowitt for the Bulls. Lyons and Roby, the try scorers for the Vikings. The difference, that Tom Gilmore penalty after 4 minutes. So, we are back underway here at Odsall Stadium. We have just hit the hour mark. An hour gone. 20 minutes to go as George Flanagan comes on for Mitch Suter. And here goes Flanagan immediately servicing Hallis. And Hallis is brought down 20 shy of halfway. Hallis wants another quick play the ball in. Back down the middle here with Lawrence. Lawrence driving purposefully. A lot of power on the legs there. Well, you might suspect Bradford might just be wrestling back that pendulum in terms of ascendancy and momentum. They're on the restart here. They're up to halfway on tackle 4. Flanagan to Appo, to Lilly, to Davis. Davis looks for support. There was no one there. He was trying to get the ball back on the inside. Bradford on the last tackle, 25 out. Jordan Lilly, high hanging kick for Lloyd Roby to deal with. Ball's taken in goal by Michael Butt. And it's a 6-tackle, 20-metre restart here for the Vikings. And Bradford now need to try and get some defensive structure and shape. Perhaps worth the punt, worth the gamble. Either way, that try, that lovely individual try from Billy Jowitt has given the Bulls a bit of hope here. 19 to go on the clock. Challenge Cup action here at Odsall. Rodri Lloyd wrapped up. Tackle 2. Just shy of halfway here. Butler and Jowitt in defence for the Bulls. McGowan has tracked right back. He's inside his own 10-metre line as Widnes play the ball just inside the Bradford half of the field. Here goes Max Roberts. That's tackle 4 gone here. 20 out from the Bradford line. Roberts will get to his feet. He'll play the ball. Johnston out of dummy half to Murray. Murray on debut for the Vikings. Ball goes back to Lyons. Lyons, half chance, half gap. Not brought down. Bradford can't bring him down. He's in the Bradford in goal area, Joe Lyons. They're going to take him dead in goal, but referee Ben Failer says momentum stopped. We go back to the 10, and it is a crucial last tackle play coming up here for the Vikings in the sunshine at Odsall Stadium. Well, it does look rather resplendent, Odsall, in the sunshine as Johnson kicks out a dummy half to Fua. Safety first. First goal line dropout that the Vikings have forced the Bulls into. We'll just take a quick 10-second break here at Odsall. Bradford forced to drop out. It's Bradford 12, Widnes 14. So welcome back here at Odsall Stadium. Aidan McGowan with the goal line dropout. Up and over halfway. Not quite the 65-metre effort that he sent into orbit at Keighley last Sunday. 17 minutes to go here. 2 points the gap between the two sides. Bradford 12, Widnes 14. Don't forget, if we do end up a draw, we go to golden point extra time. How's the nerves? How's the pulse? We've already called it. It's been decreed by the rugby league gods. We're going the distance at Odsall this afternoon as Callum Field goes on an angled run, an arching angled run. He's 8 metres out from the Bradford line. Widnes looking for the knockout killer blows. It goes back from Gilmore to Murray. Murray's second visit to Odsall. He played in the pre-season game for Halifax here on Christmas Eve as Jordan Johnston, they're in! The Vikings are in! It's a short crash over the line and Bradford now will have to chase the game. 16 minutes to go in this one. Widnes have that 6-point lead. Lovely, lovely crash over play from number 19, Sam Wild. And Wild has sent the Widnes fans wild in the main stand. Bradford 12, Widnes 18 here at Odsall. Bradford's comeback revival, short-lived. Roby, Lions, Wild, the try scorers in this second half for the Vikings. Roby, as we said, having a 10-minute spell in the bin immediately after he had breached Bradford's line. So Tom Gilmore yet to miss this afternoon. It's 10 metres in from the far stand side. And that was that Super League experience of Jordan Johnston there. He kind of like looked to dummy back towards the post but went to the left. And it was a short crash over ball. Back row forward, Sam Wild, the former Warrington London man, touching it down. Gilmore, left-hand side of the post, no mistake. 4 from him. It's Bradford 12, Widnes 20 here at Odsall Stadium. And now Bradford must chase this game. The scoreboard and clock firmly against them here. We've got exactly 15 minutes left to go. It's been a real humdinger, a real roller coaster ride. As Aidan McGowan. Don't think Bradford need to go short just yet. 15 minutes, it's an eternity. McGowan, lovely swirling angled restart taken on the full there by Fleming. And Fleming will immediately be brought down on his own 20-metre line. So 15 minutes for Bradford to score twice. It's going to be a tough ask, a tall order based on what we've seen in the 65 minutes prior to that task being set. Eamon O'Carroll might be just on the verge of suffering his first competitive defeat as the Bulls' boss, as Murray carries Widnes up to halfway. Appo in defence with Butler. Jordan Johnston running out of dummy half, gives the ball there towards Rodri Lloyd. Lloyd's brought down, 10 inside the Bradford half of the field. They're on the last tackle on the restart. West Yorkshire Radio, Bulls TV. Bradford 12, Widnes 20. Ball goes back to Joe Lyons. Lyons kicks down towards Tafua. Tafua takes that one. And Tafua immediately wrapped up there by Mike Butt. Referee Ben Thaler a little bit lenient there, allowing Widnes to get away with that one as McGowan gets to his feet. He'll play the ball. Here goes Myers, tackle free. And we just seen that 20-metre period area in front of the South Bank play a part again, once again, in slowing down Bradford's traction. They're only on tackle 4 here, Bradford, but there's 25 out from their own try line. And Jowitt's going to try and kick early in the count. He's managed to split it, but the bounce of the ball is going to be relatively kind to Lloyd Roby, and Roby will be brought down by Gill and Jowitt. 13 minutes to go here at Odsall. Bradford down by 2 clear scores. 8 points the deficit. Time running out here for the 5-time Challenge Cup winners. Is Bradford's Challenge Cup journey about to end before it ever really begun? Referee Ben Thaler has given Widnes a set restart here. Not quite sure what that was for, but tackle count will reset. And now it's a penalty because George Flanagan has laid in on the tackle. It's right in front of the post here. Does Tom Gilmore go for 2 and run more time off the clock? Ben Failer just exerting his authority. Well, the call has come from Alan Coleman to put the pressure on. Don't go for 2. Go for 4, potentially 6. Well, this is the game here now. Just over 10 minutes to go. Bradford concede here. They will be exiting the Challenge Cup for 2024. So, Widnes. Callum Field tackle 1. Penalty to Bradford. Well, Callum Field's protesting to Ben Failer, but he's not made any real effort to get up and play the ball. And he's arguing with Ben Failer, and it's going to be a penalty for dissent on top of the play the ball infringement. So referee Ben Failer now marching Widnes back, and here come Bradford now. We said it's now or never. It is now or never. Under 10 minutes to go at Odsall. They're down by 8. Have we got a grandstand finale? We said we're going the distance. Bradford need a score to keep that one up. A Rundle tackle 2 on halfway, just to the right-hand side of centre field. They'll go back out of dummy half from Flanagan to Lilly. Lilly to Hallis. Hallis, a real workhorse. And he's brought down 5 metres inside the Vikings half of the field. Here goes John Davis. Big collision between John Davis, Roberts and Wild. Quick play the ball from the forward Featherstone man. It's going down the middle here with Lawrence. Lawrence aid out from the Widnes try line. Bradford on the 5th and last. It's going to be Flanagan to Appo. Appo puts the kick in. Ball's picked up here by Rodri Lloyd. Rodri Lloyd did well. Stuck a foot out, a toe, a stub, and picked the ball up. Appo out of dummy half on the last. Put boot to ball, trying to emulate Billy Jowitt. Didn't quite work for the Prince of Papua New Guinea. And here come Widnes now. 5 shy of halfway. Fresh set of 6 for them. They lead the Bulls 20 points to 12. Bradford exiting the Challenge Cup at the 4th round. You feel here this afternoon as Widnes now a 5 inside the Bradford Bulls half of the field. Clock and scoreboard against Eamon O'Carroll and the Bulls. Dan Murray. Done a good stint. It's Dan Murray, the former Halifax man. They're on the last tackle. Centre field. Jordan Johnston to Gilmore. Gilmore, high-hanging kick. Difficult one for Aidan McGowan. Widnes have pinched the ball from McGowan, but Tafua comes in. That run is halted by Fleming. Widnes will hand the ball to the Bradford Bulls. And here at Odsall Stadium, we have 8 minutes remaining exactly. 8 minutes to go in this game. Jowitt out of dummy half. Well, we don't like to say blessings in disguise, but it's well known if Bradford were to lose this game this afternoon, after next week's game against Swinton, they crucially would have a blank week off leading into that Friday night game against Wakefield, the opening round game of the championship, and there's less than 600 tickets left for that one, so it will be a full house at Wakefield on that Friday night, and it should be a magnificent occasion under the lights. Here goes Lilly to Davis. Davis wrapped up. Lyons come in at the side. Davis thought about a little offload. He had a little glance where Gill was. Lilly now in centre field on halfway to Hallis. Hallis down the middle. And we've got to give credit. It's a commendable effort from the Bradford Bulls. They have had the limited interchange as Lawrence leaves the field. They're on the last tackle, Bradford. Jowitt kicks towards the corner. Gill comes down. Widnes once again. They've dealt with all the aerial bombardments from both Jowitt and Lilly. And I think that is the difference between the two sides this afternoon, is that Bradford haven't really been able to deal with Tom Gilmore's kicking in general, play and game management against that of Lilly and Jowitt. So, 6 to go on the clock. Bradford will have 3 more possessions if everything goes to plan. They're going to have to score on 2 of those. It's situation critical at Odsall for Eamon O'Carroll and the Bulls. They're on the last tackle, the Vikings. Once again, Gilmore, game management, distills the ball, runs time off the clock. McGowan's calling for a ball immediately, and Bradford will play the ball centre field, 10 out from their own try line. And I don't think people realise just how tough it is when you're coming away from the South Bank stand. You know, anybody who knows Odsal will know that you're always on a bit of a hiding to nothing, moving the ball away from the South Bank stand. You can see the pitch there where George Tafu was playing it 15 out from his own line. It's just like a little bit of a mud bath. Here goes Dan Smith. So Dan Okoro comes off for Dan Smith. Or should I say Dan Okora comes on for Dan Smith. What have Bradford got left in the tank? 5 to go here at Odsal. Jowitt, mazy lateral run. Just couldn't unlock that Widnes defence. They're coming down the middle here, the Bradford Bulls. Dan Okoro is 5 inside the Widnes half of the field. Bradford on the last tackle. So this will be one of their last 3 sets of 6 in this game as McGowan puts a high kick in. Can Bradford force the error here? Not from Lloyd Roby, they can't. And Widnes just happy to soak up all this Bradford pressure with 4.5 minutes to go on the clock. It is looking like Widnes will pick up their first win at Odsal since 1957 in the Challenge Cup. That's a long time between drinks. Here come Widnes with Dan Murray, 5 shy of halfway, centre field. Matty Fozzard back on the field here for Jordan Johnston, and Fozzard immediately goes past 1, past 2, can't go past Apple and Okoro. The Vikings will put boot to ball, 40 out from the Bradford line, and once again it's the game management of Tom Gilmore. Gilmore, just like they did in 2022 here. He did have Matty Smith with him that afternoon. Obviously Matty Smith now retired from the sport, but it is the Tom Gilmore show. And Bradford just not being able to deal with that game management. Message from Alan Coleman below our commentary position is all about that discipline. Well, we'll speak to Eamon O'Carroll at full time and get his full-time thoughts, but it will be a first competitive defeat for the Bradford Bulls in the Challenge Cup. I dare say if you were to take your pick of do you win this or next week, a lot of people probably would say next week. I certainly said that when I was asked the question, but it's all about the here and now. And at times it's felt a little bit flat out there for Bradford. Here goes Smith. Smith takes the ball in, wrapped up there by Field. 3 minutes left on the clock. Bradford need to score on this set of 6 to give themselves any hope. Appo now to Lilly, to McGowan. McGowan wrapped up there by Fleming. And Bradford on the last tackle, on halfway. The game rests on this play. Davis to Lilly. Lilly a clever kick in the middle. Palm back there by Flanagan. Flanagan offloads the ball to Gill. Gill back to McGowan. McGowan now to Davis. Davis offloads the ball to McGowan. McGowan just has a little look up towards the Widnes try line. Kicks it downtown to Lloyd Roby. And that will be all she wrote here at Odsal this afternoon as Widnes recover possession. And a lovely little run there from Ryan Ince up to his own 30-metre line. And they're up to halfway on tackle 2. So 2.5 to go. Bradford will have just one more set in this game. It's a little bit of a flat end to Bradford's Challenge Cup journey. Here goes Widnes once again, rampaging down the middle with Rodri Lloyd. The 30 out from the Bradford line. Ball goes where? To Gilmore. To Roby. Back on the inside. Widnes will finish with a flourish. And it's a try to Joe Edge. Edge crosses in at the corner. And Widnes lead the Bulls 24 points to 12. And with just seconds left on the clock, the Vikings, they book their place in the 5th round of the Challenge Cup. And some of Bradford frailties have been cruelly exposed at Odsal this afternoon. How the Bulls bounce back from this game with the suspensions to Doro and Suter. You've still got question marks over Lee Gaskell's fitness for next week. Doro leaving the field after 20 minutes. That put a bit of pressure on the Bulls interchange bench. Not that Eamon O'Carroll will use that as an excuse. The Widnes supporters, they're on their feet in the main stand. This will be a very, very disappointing defeat for the Bradford Bulls. They will exit the Challenge Cup here this afternoon at Odsal in front of their home supporters. And for those two former Bulls players in this side, Ant Walker and Dan Murray, they're absolutely enjoying themselves on the touchline here. Well, just looking at the body language, Michael Lawrence, Sam Hallis, deep in conversation with Lee Greenwood on the touchline. Here comes the kick from Tom Gilmore. Another one between the posts. 26 points to 12. The Vikings over the Bulls. We've got exactly a minute left on the clock. And crucially in this second half, this scoreline has edged out. Joe Edge, the fourth Vikings try scorer. But Gilmore, he will get the man of the match from myself. The game management from Tom Gilmore, that has been one of the startling differences between the two sides. Bradford go for a short restart. So West Yorkshire Radio, Bulls TV. Don't forget, we'll get the full-time thoughts of Bulls head coach Eamon O'Carroll. It's a relatively short turnaround. Swinton here at Odsal next week. Another penalty goes the way of the visitors. Seventh penalty Bradford have conceded this afternoon, so a bit of a marked improvement on the 12 they conceded against Keighley. But certainly in terms of that second half and trailing by just 2 points, I think the try from Roby after the McGowan mistake at fullback, that's just left Bradford with too much to do, but it has been a spirited fight back, and at no real time can you say Bradford have raised the right flag. The hooter goes full time here with Widnes 30 out from the Bradford line, and Bradford exit the Challenge Cup. So one route to Wembley ends here at Odsal. They'll have to do it in the 1895 Cup. That, of course, is the big game here at Odsal next week, the quarter-final against Swinton. Aidan McGowan down on his feet, down on his haunches. He certainly put a lot of effort in this performance, as has Jordan Lillett, Michael Lawrence.